Hello everybody, welcome to Short Shot Archery. Anthony here, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about my experience shooting Championship Division for the first time ever. Of course, this is Championship Division at the one, the only, the Vegas shoot. And it was quite an experience. If you don't want the too long and you don't really want to go through the whole thing, it was a fantastic experience. But I did my best to kind of document each day, to a degree. I'll provide the scores I shot too, if anybody's that interested. It wasn't, my shooting wasn't bad, but there's a whole new caliber of archery and the scores you need to shoot to really be competitive in this division after participating in it this year. It's one thing just looking at the numbers, but when you're actually shooting it, and then you're seeing where you rank in, it really puts everything into perspective. So I'll probably wrap up with that on my take with it and how I'm going to go forward in the future. But I'm going to be jumping from clips from that event that I filmed, and of course me here right now after the Vegas shoot, and we're just going to kind of reflect on it and go through the whole process of the shoot.
Alright, so I made it down to the official practice for the Championship Division. A lot of people down here. I actually waited a bit after the opening. It opened at 11. I waited until, I don't know, it's around 1 o'clock, maybe even 2 now. It's quieted down a lot out here, and now I'm getting in some practice before we go into qualification the next 2 days. Or I guess you could think it's 3 days of qualification. But anyway, our first 30 arrows will be tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. So getting some practice in here, and we're going to see how it goes.
Now, on the first day of official practice, you weren't like solely stuck with just the championship shooters. There was a good amount, and they were the majority of the shooters down there. But of course, on the official practice day, it's still open for everybody, so you'll get some of the other divisions will come down and they will shoot on some of those targets, well, I guess the championship targets in the arena. No big deal. It does mix it up a little bit because the atmosphere definitely changes a lot from going from that official practice day to the actual scoring days, because then you get everybody that's going to be there, everybody that's supposed to be on that line time, and we'll be talking about that experience in just a little bit. But first, I think I'm going to walk down and get some arrows in this next clip.
All right, let's go down and see how the shooting's going. I think I got one that's a little crazy there, and then I think I made up for it. All right. 2 10s and a 9. Ton of shooters here. Oh, look, there's Mr. Rio Wild himself, keeping it wild.
Oh, look at that. There's even some clips of me shooting. Rare sight, because I'm usually the one that's holding the camera, filming other archers. But kudos to Mom for helping out on that one. Another cool bonus about shooting down in the championship arena on the official practice day is that you got to run into, well, for me, I got to run into a lot of people that I know, but you can also run into a lot of really top shooters. As you saw, there was a clip before of Rio, and as you're going to see, I run into some other people that I know from the USA.
Look who else is down here shooting. Now that's one of the really cool things about shooting championships so far, besides the experience of shooting in the arena down here. You get to run into a lot of top archers that you get to see on like the World Cups, and you see on Archery TV and stuff. So that's really cool. You get to share your shooting experience at the same time they're doing their thing.
I was very happy to see all the Korean archers, and then there's a lot of great shooters from Europe as well, and of course the American ones. But that's I'm used to shooting with like Brady and stuff like that. It's He's really cool, but it's not as novel when I see him several times a year. So for me, running into the Korean archers and stuff, and people that you would only run into maybe on a World Cup, or here in Vegas shooting championship division, to me that was really exciting.
Look who else I found down here on the practice range. Hey, what's up, Rob? How's the gray archery bow shooting for you?
It shoots great. Shoots great when the nut attached to the handle does its job.
Oh, all right.
All right, so that was a wrap up of day one, or unofficial practice if you don't really want to count it as a day at all, because you aren't, you're not scoring. Well, you can, but it doesn't count. So really fun time getting back into the groove, seeing how everybody's doing, catching up with people. Overall, I feel like my experience on official practice day was no different than any of the other times I've ever shot. Same old, shooting arrows, pulling them. Hey, did you hear about this? Hey, what's going on? Oh, we got a new bow. Things like that. That's the usual. Definitely didn't feel like there was an environmental, environment change or anything like that. It was cool having all this bleacher. Oh, well, I guess another bleachers. Anyway, all the seating that goes up all around you, and all the people behind you watching, because there's a lot of people that just enjoy watching the championship division archers practice. So that was a cool experience, but I didn't feel any kind of distraction with it. If anything, it was like, oh, this is sweet, just kind of, I was really enjoying the moment there, but it felt super comfortable, as I normally do.
All right, so I made it down to the arena for the first day of, I guess, qualification, as we'll call it here. A lot of people down here on the 9:30 line. We got Patrick warming up over there, looking quite impressive. A whole bunch of other shooters. Jack's just sitting off that way in the distance, and there's a whole bunch of other U.S. shooters and just international shooters in general. So this is gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Okay, so I'm down there. This is the first day of qualification. My first 30 arrows are going to be shot very shortly, and you could already feel the difference in the atmosphere. And it wasn't like I wasn't nervous or anything like that, or at least anything like physically. Everybody's nervous to some degree, but for this, you could feel the professional atmosphere of the venue, and it's something that you get a little you get a hint of at the USAT events, but nothing compared to this. So at this point, I was actually really curious. Wow, if this feels so comfortable, so professional, because everybody knows what they're doing. It was quite a feat. So it was nice to have so many people on the right page. And it just made you feel super comfortable, because there weren't people asking you very basic questions about things. Not that that is bad, but again, championship division is not where you start. It is where you work your way towards. And this is I'm probably wrong, this is my 6th Vegas. This one might be my 7th. I've gone 5 or 6 times before shooting championship. I shot flights for years, and it wasn't bad. It was a fine experience. It was great. I met a lot of new friends and had a great time. I even won some money in the past. Nothing crazy, but this was I don't know if you quite ever earned anything, but I felt like going here. I was like, whoa! I have entered the big league in a way. And I know people are probably like, oh look, you're so overwhelmed. I was like, it's just that it was great to be surrounded by other people that had the same, or maybe even more, of an appreciation for the sport and archery that I had. We were on the same page, and that was really fun to have that many people on the same page. They're all doing their best here, and they all know what they're doing. They're not just like trying it out for the first time, or if it is just their hobby, they're like extreme into it. Like it was cool. But let's continue on. This isn't me rambling.
All right, so my target is actually down here on 159. I'm pretty sure I have it in the correct position. It should be A and B on the bottom, C and D on the top. So I am 59B. So it's looking pretty good there. We'll see how it goes. Nice and flat.
Now that is some Italian target setting up perfection right there from, I'm probably getting his name wrong, Massimilio, and I'm probably saying that incorrectly, but he's an awesome guy. I actually have a video of him shooting his match last year. Well, I believe it was the bronze medal match last year, so you actually can go check that out on my channel if you want to see more about him. Super cool guy though, from Italy. And from there, you know, it was just a matter of waiting for all my other bailmates to set up their targets, and we could get this show on the road. But hey, everybody was on time and everybody knew what to do.
Junie Kim will be shooting on my target as well today.
As you can tell, it's pretty laid back, even though the environment, you know, feels so professional. People are just warming up. They're having a pretty good time. They're serious though, like they're focused on what's going on. But they're willing to have some fun. Some people keep it a little bit lighter, so you know, keep those nerves on the calm. But then we got into the shooting, and of course the filming stopped because you know, I get distracted. Well, only one person. So to wrap up this first day, I shot a 268. Not the best, but it was all right. And well, until you start seeing the rankings coming in, and everybody else is shooting 280 plus.
All right, so day 2 is getting ready. It was pretty early waking up at 5:30, but the 7 o'clock line it's getting put together. It's still pretty light right now, but we'll see. I know I got my target up, and we got two of our other 3 shooters there. We got Eric's here already, and Han from Korea. I'm not gonna try his first name. But all we're waiting for is our last shooter, and we'll be all set on our bail. Then it's just a matter of everybody else showing up and getting started at 7. But started out doing some shot training this morning, so my release is feeling good. I feel like that was my real weak spot yesterday, and my front shoulder was moving some too. But other than that, we should be good to go. This is going to be an exciting second day.
All right, so that was day 2. Things are definitely going a little bit better. 270 today score-wise, so 2-point improvement. But everything was flowing better. It was going pretty good. I was definitely getting more used to, you know, just a new environment, and I guess the feeling of the environment. It's very interesting. I have not experienced this situation in a really long time, and it was actually refreshing and really inspiring to my own shooting, because it's like, ooh, there is more to strive for. I can go further. So since day 2 is done, or day 3, but day 2 of qualification, and I've shot 2 sets of 30 arrows, I wonder what time I will shoot the next day, especially since I'm in the bottom half of well, not really a bracket, bottom half of the whole tournament.
Alright, so we made it down for day 3. Again, we're shooting at 7 o'clock in the morning. That's what happens though when you shoot like the bottom half of championship division, because it turns out after talking to Eric Bennett, that was on my target the last 2 days, he said they usually take the first 5 bales, or the highest 5 bales, and those 20 shooters or so, well it usually should be 20 shooters, they will get the premier time, you know, some nice cushy time, I don't know, 11:30 or something like that, somewhere around that time, and then the next group will get like a 9:30, and then since I was in the bottom half, coming in at 51, even though I did shoot a 274 yesterday, that will put me that put me in 51st out of like 66 or so. So yeah, I get the really early time, but that's all right. It's a great experience, and already my target is filling up with a lot of cool shooters. So can't wait to shoot another 30 arrows with these guys. It's gonna be a good time.
So this is a really cool find. Everybody has some neat equipment. Like, there's a lot of the new stuff. There was actually an archer there that was shooting a old Hoyt Raiden. He had a really cool paint job though, and I snapped a little video of it because pretty cool bow to see they're hanging out on the line with you know, equipment that's a good 30 or 40 years newer, maybe more. I'm not exactly sure when they produced that riser. Alright, so the last day, the final day, yeah, again, another early morning archery day, but that's okay because it's archery and I was having a lot of fun. Finished up with the 274, which is not too bad overall, shot an 812. You know, steady progress. It would have been nice to start off the shoot with like a 704 and then end in like 274. Would have been nice to start off the shoot with a 274 and then end maybe in the mid 280s or something like that. Again, it still wouldn't have put me into like the top 20 or top, maybe probably not top 30. But I definitely would have been higher than my final placing. I came in about 51, unless that's changed since the last time I checked. But overall though, like, great experience, and I didn't feel like I was like out of place there. I just feel like I need to rise to the challenge of that division. Like, there is more I can do, and I really want to go into it next year. You know, depending on how things you know, roll out with everything. I definitely, a goal would be, if I sign up for championship again, would be 280s consistent. If I'm doing you know, 290 at home, then without a doubt I should be able to put down, you know, 280, and then, you know, work my way mid 280s, maybe third day hit, you know, 290. Of course, I would like to be really consistent and just, you know, shoot what I shoot at home, which usually does happen. I'm usually very consistent. Basically, whatever score I shoot at home, I shoot there. For this time though, this tournament, it was a really weird fluke because I would say a good, probably about 10 points down the first day, and then I was still probably a good 10 points down even on the third day. I was doing closer to 280 or so at home. So I'm going to keep that in mind, and I'm going to try to apply that to you know, 2020's Vegas shoot, and you know, maybe come in shooting those 290s or very high 280s, and then, you know, we drop 10 points. We'll, you know, we'll start in the high 70s and then get more comfortable, or it won't drop at all. I feel like after this experience, I've really processed it well, and I can just go and apply this now to, well, all my tournaments following this, but especially when I go back to Vegas next year, I can apply this, you know, what I've learned, my experience, and you know, start off at a higher score, shoot a higher score, because I'm not being a little bit distracted, you know, subconsciously up there because of the new place I'm in. Other than that, I do want to say this is an awesome experience. I think it was well worth the money, even though it was expensive. I think I quoted it was like $500. I think I'm a little off. I think that was like Championship Pro Compound. I honestly, at this point, I just sign up for tournaments and barely look at the cost, because it is what it is. I know it sounds kind of wrong, but I already put out so much money for archery. Might as well just spend some more. Of course, it would help if things were cheaper, because we'd probably get more people into the sport. But that's not really for this tournament. They have a flights division, and the Vegas shoot flights division probably shouldn't even be your first. Like, you could make it your first tournament. It's not like you're gonna be like in deep trouble if you do, but like, you should probably shoot local events that cost you like $15 to $30 for that tournament. You know, start small and work towards championship division. Definitely don't just like jump in at this level. You're gonna be disappointed in your score, because you're gonna be last, or below. Like, it's gonna be a rough time. I was even close. At one point I was 55 out of, I think, 66, and I ended up moving up to 51, I think, out of 66. So still, even for me, score wise, it was pretty tight. So with that, hopefully you enjoyed me sharing this adventure. I'm going to try to do some more of these in the future, just to help people get a feel of tournaments from an actual shooter's perspective. Like, I shot this event, so I'm just trying to share my experience with it. Of course, it's going to vary per person, but overall, it's a great time because we're shooting archery. We're not working. It's a good thing to have. I'm spending time with my friends, my archery friends, and with that, hopefully I can catch you guys at a tournament in the future, maybe. Hopefully we can grow the channel to get to the point where I can actually do some international ones. If that actually became, fundable, that would be sweet, because it would be awesome shooting with each and every one of you, and that would be a really special experience. But we'll see. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, maybe subscribe if you haven't. You can follow me at AnthonyArchery720 on Instagram. I'm trying to do some behind the scenes stuff, sort of like, ooh, look what I did today. This could be in another video type of deal. So if you want some things that may make it into videos, or actually may not make it into videos, follow me there on Instagram. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and happy shooting.